If AI hasn't made your business feel lighter yet, that's not because you're using it wrong. It's because leadership has to come first and a really good funnel. Hey, you're listening to She's That Founder, the show that helps ambitious women stop drowning in decisions and start owning their CEO seat with a little AI magic. It's Dawn Andrews here. I am here with my homegirl, Pam Langard from Simply Magic Marketing. She is my business bestie. And in this episode, we're talking about how to use systems and AI to reduce pressure instead of increasing it when it comes to your marketing. And we're also talking about what actually works for ADHD and neurodivergent founders and how to build marketing that runs without demanding constant founder attention. I just want to tell you a little bit more about Pam. Pam's company, Simply Magic Marketing, helps founders stop being the bottleneck and build marketing systems that actually work for them, and especially for brains that don't thrive on rigid one-size-fits-all advice. So welcome back, sister. I'm glad you're here.
Let's do this thing.
Part two, I'm so excited because we talked about, in part one, we talked a lot about the pain points that people and founders especially have around marketing. Do you want to recap real quick? Like, what do you see from your seat when it comes to founders and marketing, and especially neurodivergent ones? What are they struggling with?
They're struggling a lot with guilt of not being able to do all the things.
Yeah.
That is probably the biggest one I see. And when a lot of it is self-inflicted, I feel so bad, it's giving them permission to let go. Then we build the systems that let them do what they are so brilliant at.
For sure. Well, and when it comes to systems, we don't design them, or good systems aren't designed to force discipline. So, if you're a creative founder that likes to bumblebee from flower to flower, the idea of discipline or a system, I think to our ears sometimes feels like, ugh, nope, don't want to do it. It feels like more work in a way instead of less. In the system that you're going to share with us today, what do you think makes a system, human or AI supported, feel supportive rather than suffocating?
Awareness is the word that comes to mind.
Okay.
And we talk about, training AI to be in our voice. Well, you can also train AI to understand your particular quirks.
Okay.
And how to support that. But you're not going to get that, from just ChatGPT or Claude and a couple of prompts.
Yeah.
And this is where going from just dabbling in AI to using AI really as a support tool makes the difference.
I love it. Well, so, let's just get right into it. I have had the honor of being behind the scenes with you as you were building out this whole system. Can you describe what it is that you've built that is
Sure.
so helpful to founders and why you built it?
I actually built it for me first. As a founder, it's so funny because we're always so great at seeing what's going on with other people, and we're so bad at identifying it in ourselves.
Yes.
And even when we do, fixing it is something totally different as well.
Yeah.
So I originally built it for myself, and it came out of wanting to employ my heart framework across everything I do.
Tell me about your heart framework.
The heart
Yeah.
framework was my answer to funnels.
Okay.
Because you can build marketing and funnels in a business with heart.
Mm-hmm.
And heart is just an acronym for human first, empathy messaging, authentic automation. And when I mean authentic, it's automation that works for you, that you need, and not what everyone told you. R is relationships over revenue, because that is what this whole market is all about.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one is trust your voice and tweak and test.
I kind of want to cry as you lay out that framework. I feel very understood because obviously, like we talked about in our previous episode, if you haven't listened, go back and listen. But in our previous episode, marketing is meant to generate leads that bring in business. I appreciate that. But at least in my world, I'm a very heart-centered human. I work person to person, human to human. I'm not selling a thing to somebody that I never see that then picks it up off the shelf and buys it and walks out the door. My work is with people and in personal, challenging situations. So what you just described, I feel like speaks to me in the way that I would like to market. So thank you for sharing that heart framework. Okay, keep going. Tell me more about the whole system that you built for yourself.
Yeah. So I struggled with how best to do this. And at the end of the day, I realized it's understanding me and my client at the core of sales because it is relationship. And I looked at the places I needed help because as good as we are, we're not great at everything.
Yep.
And so I started building custom GPTs and custom AI tools that, as their knowledge base, was baked in not only my heart framework, but to drill down multiple layers of my ideal client. Not just the demographics, not just, who they follow on podcasts and all of that, but the things that they don't even recognize in themselves. And so I created this GPT to help me with that for each of my offers and did a deep dive. And then I realized I need all my other GPTs to understand this.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, how do I do that? And so I created this entire team of GPTs that know each other exists. It's in their knowledge base. So I baked in a team DNA. And if they don't know about the avatar, the business, the offer, the voice, they ask for it. It's the first thing they ask for is the context where so many people miss.
Levy, I know you're out there listening. This is next level use of AI for marketing and understanding you and your business. And you may be thinking, okay, well, great. Now I have another big investment to make. I have to have somebody build and craft all of this for me to even get the value of AI. I get that you might still be in the place where you're like, I just want to type in a prompt and have it work. Well, that is why I brought Pam here to the show, is because she's built the whole system for you. Like, it's already done. It's already ready with a little bit of connection from you to be able to get it to work and to get the benefit of it as she's going to continue to share the stories about it with you. The reason why I want to make sure that you really get this is that with what she's built, with this next level, she's built you a marketing team with all the different AI pieces that talk to each other. So imagine having a group of 4, 5, 6, 8 people that are focused on your marketing that all are working together and playing together as a team. It's the digital version of that. It's the AI version of that. And she's created it for you to make all of this so much easier for you. So as you listen into the rest of this conversation, I just want you to keep in mind, what would it be like if all of that marketing mishigas that you're feeling could be taken off your plate or drastically reduced because you had a team that didn't require HR benefits and a big overhead? So I'm not suggesting that you fire your team if you have one. What I'm suggesting is that you can get a better depth of work aligned with your marketing message and brand voice and relieve some of this pressure and the inconsistency shame that you might be carrying around. So keep that in mind as we continue talking about this. Tell me about the team.
The team is now 12 members.
Okay.
And as I think of them, we're adding to the team. There's the core team and there's the basics I give everyone, which is my brand voice analyzer, which does a deep dive into your voice. And then how would I describe Vela? Your avatar deep dive as well.
Okay.
Let me pull them up and name them because, this was a team.
Yes.
So I wanted to make sure that I gave them all their own personality. But all of this drives off of you being you with your voice, your offers, and them knowing their specialties and when to hand off.
Great.
And one of the reasons I did it in ChatGPT, I didn't want people to have to learn a new platform.
Yeah.
I did not want to add that extra stress on to me, both figuring out the programming and everything.
Nobody needs another platform.
And at the end of the day, it would be speaking to ChatGPT anyway as the underlying AI.
Walk me through it. So here I am. Use me as your example. So, hi, Pam. Let's start working together. You're going to help me with my marketing. Who on the team gets to play first?
That would be Valerie, your voice curator.
Oh, okay, Valerie. Show me what you got. So what does Valerie do?
Valerie interviews you and then asks you for several pieces of your content that you feel represent you best.
Okay.
And then she'll review them, maybe ask a few more questions depending on how much content she gets, but also wants to know if you feel this is truly representative of you or if you're looking to upgrade your voice in some way. So she gets a very clear picture of how you want to be seen or heard online.
Love it.
And then she actually kicks out a downloadable document that you could put into any AI that is your brand voice.
Love it.
Yeah, it takes about 20 minutes.
Isn't that amazing?
And then
And
we
we're
go in.
building towards, like, ultimately, is it building towards a funnel? Is it building towards a marketing campaign? And yes to all of it. Like, where do we net out at the end of using all of the team members?
Oh boy. With a couple of extra that are in the works right now, the core team is basically getting your funnel in place.
Okay.
So there's a core team, which has my two foundations, which is Valerie for voice and Bella for beliefs.
Yep.
And she does that deep dive into your ideal client psychology. And then the core team has a lead magnet maker, an email sequence creator, sales page writer, and a funnel auditor. And I put the auditor in because you want to know what's working.
Yeah.
Or if it's not working, why? I added this team member, Audrey, the analyzer, in. And with just those 6, you could do as many funnels as you want.
Back in the olden days, before AI, this whole process, just coming up with your person, your voice, your offers, etc., and getting it into a funnel. Like, I've paid tens of thousands of dollars to outside consultants to be able to help me do and build that kind of work. It took months, like 2, 3, 4 months sometimes, to be able to build that out. And like I said, I'd get to the end of it and I'd be bored with it. And sometimes I wouldn't actually deploy it, or if I did, I'd deploy it once, but then we wouldn't know what was working well or why not. And then my enthusiasm for going back to fix it would go. And, granted, like, this is a me problem, but it also is a funnel and working with an outside team problem sometimes because of the amount of time and energy and investment that it would take to get there. And Pam, in solving this problem for yourself, you now have created digital team and systems for us to be able to employ this, and then working with Simply Magic Marketing, be able to refine it.
Yeah.
That's what's going on here.
Yeah. And that was the whole emphasis behind creating it for myself. And then I realized I gave it to a client. She was like, "Oh my God, do you have more of these?" I was like, "Why, yes, I do."
Like, as a matter of fact.
Matter of fact, I do. Because we do run our business out of our brain.
Yeah.
And if nothing else, this helps get the stuff in your brain out, and in a way that you can either deploy it yourself, hand it off to a team member. Like the sales page writer will ask you, "What platform are you doing it on?" I will lay it out that way for you.
Oh my God. I'm so ready.
So you
I
could
want
just
mine. I want my team.
You could just copy and paste. I'm all about making stuff easier, both for me, because, at the end of the day, I'd rather be out playing,
Or
stuck
making
to my
delicious
laptop.
food, because you're an amazing cook. Just
No,
FYI,
thank
everybody, Pam
you.
knows how to cook something. So I just want, what I'm taking away from the conversation, and you've only shared like a fraction of the team and tools that are here, but the digital team that you've created can help a founder get clear on their brand voice, get clear on who their ideal audience member is, get clear on the buying beliefs that they have, so that all of the marketing that follows after speaks into those beliefs so that people are ready to buy.
Mhm.
And then to set it up into a system that brings in leads and generates sales. Like, that's the digital team that you've brought.
Yeah, that is the core team in a nutshell.
Amazing. I
And
love it.
for those who are out there who are solopreneurs, it also gives you someone to bounce ideas off of, who already understands your voice, your mission, and your ideal clients, and can give you objective feedback. Instead of your mom who loves everything you do.
Or your friends who are not in the particular space that you're in and don't even understand the concept of a funnel to begin with.
No, it's like most of my friends have zero idea what I do for a living. Family has zero concept.
Well, you're out there changing lives for people.
Exactly.
Well, so when you think about this team that you've built, obviously you built it for yourself first, but who's it best for? Like, who really benefits from this?
This is for the founder who probably does have at least a VA
Okay.
that they can hand off stuff to, or a small team, because it fills in gaps. If you have a gap, you just go to that virtual team member. Like, I have Oliver, who's all about offer packaging. and is a whiz at, what bonuses would be great with it, or if you want an ascending ladder of value,
Mm-hmm.
helping you brainstorm that.
So
Often you
good.
don't have someone on your team who can do that work with you.
Yes. You're the lone strategist and surrounded by implementers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's always my favorite, Susan. I have shared Susan with Dawn in the past.
It is one of the best GPTs I have ever used. And Susan the Skeptic, at least from my experience, like I have run emails, sales pages, offer stacks through this GPT, and it's shown me where the holes are, where the trust is broken, how to improve the copy. Unless you're hiring an outside firm that specializes in this kind of material development, you're not an expert as a founder in what works, like what's working today in sales pages. You don't have time for that, right? Or in what the best way to put together an email campaign is. Like, you don't have time to grow that expertise. And that skeptic bot can take what you've created or what your team has created with you or for you and really fill in the blanks to make whatever it is richer, tighter, more effective. So, I mean, the tools that you're talking about, Pam, it's incredible what you put together. When you think about a founder using them, what do you think the first win is that they'll notice?
Just the ease of putting together all the pieces for a campaign.
Nice.
And there is a launch strategist bot that will map out all of the social and email. If you're looking at doing a 3-week campaign, here's every day and each time you want to post or send an email and what type.
Amazing.
I used to spend hours doing launch calendars.
Oh, yeah.
I hated it.
Well, and again, like, unless that's your expertise, who has time for it? And yet, if you're building a business, you need to be able to know how to launch a service or a product. Even if you're not an online business owner selling courses, like I'm a consultant, I still have my version of launches during the year that are sort of highlight moments of the types of consulting that I offer. So these tools are not just for people who have like an online course that they're launching a certain number of times a year. If you have any sort of service that you're marketing, it sounds like what you've created can work for those folks too, yes?
Oh, totally.
I love
Yeah.
it.
It's funny at the end of the day how similar the needs of all businesses are. We like to think we're unique in our little niche, but at the end of the day, to be successful, you need the same thing.
Yeah. Well, so how do people find you and get access to this digital team?
Well, I actually have a gift.
I love a gift. What do you got?
I'm going to give them Susan the Skeptic's little sister.
Oh, okay.
And Susie Bot does all of the great things, but at a bit of a higher level
Okay.
than Susan.
Got it.
And
So I
so
want a Susie bot.
you can have a Susie Bot.
Thank you.
So any piece of content they put in, she's going to give the top 3 to 5 trust breakers.
Okay.
She's going to give them a score of where they rank on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of trust and conversion.
Love it.
And even with Susie, she makes you a better writer because you learn the things that unknowingly, I think that's the biggest thing about using the skeptic bots is things that you thought just sounded good or you say all the time subconsciously break trust.
Yeah.
When you tell someone, oh, you're going to save hours and hours of time, everyone's brain instantly goes to, well, how many hours? Is there a range? Is it on everything?
Is it for everybody or only on one type of thing? Yeah.
Exactly. It's finding and identifying those things. Yeah. I love my little skeptic said, yes, I'm going to give you Susie Skeptic.
Excellent. Well, how do we get Susie Skeptic? Where do we go? What do we do?
You just go to the link and it's pamlink.live/Susie.
SUSIE?
Correct.
pamlink.live/Susie. Excellent. And it'll be in the show notes, girl. Don't worry. We got you.
Yep. We gotcha.
Oh my goodness. I feel like we've covered a lot of ground in these 2 episodes, Pam, like going from, thinking about leadership and how many decisions one has to make and how many hats one is wearing and trying to be consistent with marketing and feeling like you're either chasing trends or dropping them because you have to turn around and handle the product service side of the business. And then addressing, at least for me, and I think for many founders, that attention span, shifting priorities, brains that we have that make us want to be founders, but also can get in our way when it comes to being consistent with our marketing. So thank you so much for bringing your expertise. Thank you for building the team and being willing to share it with us and for sharing our special gift. I'm
Yeah,
very, very thankful.
you betcha. This has been so much fun. And yeah, as a founder myself, I love being able to build things that I found so helpful for me. And you know what? Somebody else might need it too.
Thank you for your generosity because you are not alone out there, Pam. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
We're all looking forward to sharing your digital team. Thanks for spending some time with me today.
Oh, I loved it. Anytime.
All right, Lovey, before you bounce, if marketing has been the thing you should be doing and also the thing you avoid like a suspicious potluck casserole, I want you to hear me. You're not broken. You're not lazy. You're not bad at consistency. You're a founder with a real brain and a real business, and you don't need more pressure. You need a system that carries the weight with you. So here's your move. Grab Pam's gift, Susie Skeptic, and run one email, one sales page, or one post through it. Just one. Let her show you the trust breakers you can't see because you're too close in your own genius. The link is pamlink.live/Susie, SUSIE, and it's in the show notes. And if this episode felt like someone finally put words to the thing you've been quietly dragging around, good. That's your sign. Don't overthink it. Take the next right step. All right, Lovey, go make your business feel lighter. I'll see you next time on She's That Founder.